Hey YouTube, it's Reading Ready here with another video. Today we'll be covering RTIFU. Or today I up. So our first story for today comes from user Libby Goods. Today was my first day off work since last week, and I decided to run some errands accordingly. While I was out, I ducked into a grocery store to buy a drink and noticed that the EFT POS was down. The cashier told me they could still process the sale, I just had to sign for it and money would be taken out once it came back online. So, no big deal. On my drive home, I realized that I'd forgotten to pick some stuff up for dinner. So, I swung into a grocery store closest to my place, which happened to be the same brand as the one earlier. I got myself with no problem and went to the line at the conveyor belt, and this is where my jack up began. I'm a person with anxiety, so I always prepare something to say when I'm inevitably asked about how my day is going. Today, I knew I was going to respond with, "Good. It's been pretty busy, although I had to sleep in this morning since I had to work so late last night." So then I got up to the cashier and said hello. She looked at me in surprise and went, wait, are you not working today? And I just panicked. This isn't what I had prepared for. So my stupid brain decided to go with what it had already prepared and said, "Nah, I was working late last night, so I'm not in today."
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
The second it came out my mouth, I wanted to hit myself. Why didn't I just say that I didn't work there? Sure, I could correct her now, but I'm just in too deep. So then we start talking about work. She complains having a 3-hour shift and how it only works as 2.5 hours of pay. And for some reason, I say that I'm lucky to not be working since it looks like it's a busy day today. She asked me if I've heard anything about a guy named Sean leaving, and I said I heard he is. She was upset about it and said he's a nice guy. I agreed, and he's one of the good ones. I have no clue who Sean is. So I managed to lie my way through the conversation, mentally berating myself but also congratulating myself on tremendous acting skills. So then we get to the point where I'm about to pay, and what do you know? The EFT POS is down. Part of my coping for anxiety is trying to make others feel as comfortable and happy as possible. So instead of having her freak out over the system going down, I simply explained to her how to process the sale. Information that I only know because I was in the other store 2 hours ago. She looks at me and goes, "Well, at least someone here knows what they're doing."
Yeah, I
laughed nervously. She then asked me for my staff card to scan for my staff discount. Good one. And of course, I don't have a goddamn card. Who do you think I am? An employee? Luckily, since I had shoved my credit card into my phone case instead of bringing my whole purse, I managed to come up with a lie about how I didn't have my full purse, so I don't have my card. That's alright though. She can put it through hers, and then I can sign it. So then I signed a name that definitely wasn't mine. Is it legal? Probably not. So then I picked up my bags and then I ran. Didn't even say bye. I just needed it out of there instantly. And as I hurried away, I heard the guy on the register behind her go, "Do you know her?" I honestly at this point don't think I can ever go back there. Either I'd have to keep up the pretense or go back down and face the shame. So I think I'll just take option 3 and avoid my neighborhood grocery store like it's just a plague altogether. So our next story comes from user sshep49. So this was actually a few months ago. I had recently bought an engagement ring to propose to my at the time girlfriend, and I was on the phone with a good friend to tell him the good news. I also wanted to send him a picture of the ring as a way of telling him while talking to him, kind of like a little surprise. So I put him on speakerphone and clicked into the text thread, attached the picture and clicked send. Well, it was immediately after clicking it that I looked up and I noticed the text thread did not look right. I looked at the name at the top of the screen and my heart stopped. It was my girlfriend. Shit, I said over the phone. My friend asked what was wrong and I instantly told him I'd have to call him back. So then I tried finding a way to cancel the message to no avail. As a last-ditch effort, I just called her, as the message didn't say delivered yet. She answered the phone and I immediately said, Did you see the last message I sent?" "Yeah, it says attachment, why?" I immediately blurted out, "Don't open it, just delete it, please." So of course she sounded concerned and asked, Is this something I should be worried about? You're kind of scaring me." No. I just have a little surprise for you. I was trying to show someone, but I don't want to ruin the surprise." She relented, but seemed naturally very suspicious. "Okay, I deleted it. I didn't look at it." Now I know your first thought might be that she looked anyways, but I can 100% promise you that this girl would never, ever lie to me. The one or two times I ever tried to tell a little fib to skirt around something, usually just not wanting to get nagged about something, she was highly upset about it and demanded complete honesty between the two of us. So honestly, it's just not in her to lie at all. And honestly, she's terrible at it. Trying to keep anything as a surprise, for me, she cannot hide it to save her life. So I had avoided the disaster of her seeing the ring, but now I had her highly suspicious of me and needed a way to throw her off the scent. So I immediately went around and found a cute little necklace on Etsy that I knew she'd like and bought it and had it shipped to her house. Later that week she got it and texted me saying I was very sweet and that she loved my surprise. Phew. A few weeks later, I actually managed to pull off the surprise proposal against all odds, since she'd been telling her friends for a bit that she suspected that I was going to propose. So despite all of this, she was completely surprised on her girls' day with her BFF, ended with me proposing on a waterfall near her house. And we came home to a surprise party with our parents and friends to celebrate. It was a nice evening. So when I told her about that text and how I covered my tracks, she honestly just laughed and rolled her eyes and called me an idiot. She was honestly impressed with how I improvised to throw off the track. And now we're getting married next October. Our next story comes from user BBQ and Spurs. So I've been married for a bit, and we had that lovey-dovey time, like that super close, so cute it would make a puppy look like a shiftless hobo by comparison time. And so my wife would always leave super early for work, but honestly that's fine. Some people like getting to work early, and it seemed to fit that she would be the type to do that. So then she started having to run errands at night for some reason. She would either leave 2 hours early for work or go and run errands at 10. This is fine for a few weeks. Then she started coming home with none of the supplies that she said she needed. So I don't know why she needed milk or bananas urgently at 10 p.m., but honestly it just raises red flags when you say you urgently need milk at 10 p.m. and then return with no milk. That this has been going on for months probably doesn't bode well for my entrance into the world's smartest man competition, which is something I assume that smart people have, but I just wouldn't know, right? My mind instantly jumps to an affair. The love of my life is probably out there gallivanting with some dirtbag, probably with a cool name like Devin and a Magnum Dome. Stupid Devin. I figured I would test out this theory by offering my own to her the next time she decided to take a late night errand run. But then I basically fell short of delivering her to her on a silver platter. She declined and said maybe when she gets back. Like I honestly want Devin's sloppy seconds. So then I follow her. There's a Denny's right down the road from her house, and she gets out and goes in. I'm in my car outside waiting. I'm in my car imagining how I'm gonna put the pain on this slick jerk while also berating my wife. I go inside and I can't find her. She's absolutely nowhere to be seen. It's just me, the Denny's hostess, and a bunch of drunk Devins. She finally comes out with a shocked face. How can you do this to me? So the fact that I wasn't immediately asked to leave Denny's at this point should tell you everything you need to know about that restaurant. My wife starts sobbing and apologizing. You're caught, so where's the guy? What? Don't do this right now. Where is the guy? There isn't a guy. Why are we at Denny's if there isn't a guy? At this point, it became clear that we weren't going to be having a meal of microwave steak and whatever it is that they serve at Denny's. So we were asked to leave and told not to come back. Understandable. In the parking lot, the sobbing continues as I have no idea what's even going on. Why are you at Denny's at 10 p.m. if you're not cheating on me with another guy? Is it the hostess? I had to use the bathroom.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. First of all, you're not gonna speed past that like you didn't just say what you just said.
Uncontrolled sobbing. Wait, you had to what? I had to use the bathroom. We have a toilet in the home that we both share. I don't go when you're there, okay? I don't like it. I can't relax with you there. So then you go to a Denny's bathroom. That's better than you going at our home with me present. So then memories and oddities start flooding in. Our honeymoon where she kept going to the lobby to ask for things, the innumerable amount of times that she would leave at weird times to run errands, the gas station, the store. I honestly guess I just never noticed or just never second guessed it. So she stopped bringing stuff back because for a long time she would just get bananas. And so many bananas in our house and I guess I just never mentioned it. So I stopped grabbing anything. So her shame was brought down by bananas. I could have been blissfully unaware, living in a banana-filled house that I and I alone use the bathroom in, if not for that comment. So that right there is the story of why I'm not allowed in Denny's, because I thought she was cheating on me with a guy. Hey YouTube, thanks for listening. That was the video. Be sure to list any additional subreddits you'd like me to cover in future videos. And also, remember to like and subscribe for more content. Have a good one.